Warren was involved in the cover-up of key evidence, including restricting access to JFK's autopsy reports. He opposed investigating CIA and FBI connections to Oswald, despite evidence that Oswald had been monitored by multiple intelligence agencies before the assassination. His role as Chief Justice gave the Commission credibility, despite his reluctance to fully explore alternative theories. Warren sealed key assassination records for 75 years, fueling speculation that there were more to the story than the Commission admitted. After that, we come to Lee Rankin, General Counsel for the Warren Commission. Why his background is suspicious? J. Lee Rankin was a Washington insider who played a major role in shaping the Warren Commission's final report. He actively suppressed witness testimony that contradicted the official story, such as evidence of additional shooters or connections to intelligence agencies. Handling of the medical and ballistic evidence was criticized for being biased towards confirming the lone gunman theory. Rankin ensured that controversial evidence such as discrepancies in the medical reports was either ignored or downplayed. He helped craft the final narrative that Oswald acted alone, despite conflicting testimonies and evidence. Now we come to Richard Russell Jr. He's a U.S. Senator. Why his background is suspicious. Senator Richard Russell Jr. was a powerful Democrat senator from Georgia with an influential member of the U.S. military and intelligence establishment. He privately doubted the single bullet theory, but was pressured into signing off on the final report. Russell had deep ties to the military-industrial complex, which stood to benefit from Kennedy's assassination if it meant escalation in Vietnam. Russell's private doubts contrast with his public endorsement of the report, suggesting he reluctantly went along with the cover-up. His connection to powerful Cold War policymakers made him unlikely to challenge the official story. While John J. McCloy's pre-war financial dealings with Nazi Germany and I.G. Farman were deeply controversial, he was not the only member of the Warren Commission with a questionable background. Several other members had strong ties to the CIA, FBI, military-industrial complex, and intelligence networks, leading critics to argue that the commission was designed to reinforce the lone gunman theory rather than seek the full truth. Now, here are the key takeaways. One, you had Alan Dulles, former CIA director, fired by JFK, and helped shape the Warren report despite the CIA being a potential suspect. Then you have Gerald Ford, he secretly leaked information to the FBI, pushed the single bullet theory, and later became U.S. president. After that, you have Earl Warren. He restricted evidence, sealed records, and prevented deeper investigations into intelligence agencies. Then you have J. Lee Rankin. He controlled legal proceedings and suppressed conflicting witness testimonies. Then finally, you have Richard Russell Jr. He privately doubted the report, but was pressured into signing it. Now, given the background of these key members, many researchers argue that the Warren Commission had never meant to uncover the full truth, but rather to provide an official narrative that protected powerful institutions. So that is what I have right there when it comes to the New World Order and how things work. Okay. McCloy plays a really, really big part in this, and the Warburg family also plays a big part of this. I'm going to come back later on too and go farther in with the Warburgs and discuss some of their dealings. Um, I wanted to introduce this from the time of the rebuilding of Europe because this is very, very crucial when it comes to what I've been learning. Um, some would say that World War II was not a mistake. It was actually manufactured and it was encouraged by a lot of these powerful uh, rich men. And from a lot of the stuff that I have learned, I can agree that that would be the case. Um, I know that for me, whenever I learned about people like Max Warburg and Paul Warburg, it really amazed me. Now, when I go further, I will be talking more about them. The reason why I wanted to bring Eric Warburg up is because Eric Warburg was very, very important when it came to the rebuilding of Europe in World War II. Um, it's him and James Warburg that actually played important roles in that. So while they were over in Europe rebuilding Europe and getting extremely rich, Paul Warburg and Max Warburg were also over here in the United States getting rich as well. Um, there's also a past there because Max Warburg, I believe, is the one who I'm not sure. I'll come back with this, but I believe not only did he come to the United States, but he was also a war. He should have been a World War I war criminal. He was a financial advisor to the king, I guess you'd say, of Germany. I don't know what the term would have been for him during that time, but he advised him on economic spending and everything during the war, and he was very important to the Germans when it came to fighting against the Allies. Now, this is the war where a lot of people died because of chemical warfare and stuff of that nature. Now, he was directly involved with the enemy during World War One, and then after World War One and World War Two started, that's when things got a little hairy for him because the regime ended up being the Nazis, who were really, really anti-Jewish. So things started happening to where he had to leave the country, and he just came right on over to New York City, and we welcomed him in with open arms, even though by all accounts he should have been a war criminal after World War One. This is the kind of stuff that I'll be getting into later on when I come back to this, but I did want to start it out here. um, I had just done JFK too, so I wanted to point out a lot of these people that were involved on the Warren Commission so that we understand the people who were on this commission were not legitimate people. They had very, very shady backgrounds and reputations. People didn't just all of a sudden start saying, I don't think it's real. I think they're lying. There was reasons for it, and the one or one of the biggest facts for why people felt that it was a cover up was because of the people that were placed on the Warren Commission at the time. And these people knew who they were. This goes all the way back to World War II, where John J. McCloy himself was putting Japanese citizens here in the United States into internment camps, you know. And he was also releasing war criminals in World War II that were part of Farben, I.G. Farben, and the Krupp family too, Krupt, the Krupp family. That's another one. So, like I said, I will be coming back, and I will have more on this subject later on. I want to go through, see if I have anybody in the chat sections before I end the show. It doesn't look like there's anybody there, which is good. So I can just get the heck out of here. Let me double check and make sure my audio is actually working before I do that. Yeah, it sounds good on Rumble. Okay, sounds good on DLive. I'll just take that as yes, it sounds good. So, like I said, the music that was provided at the beginning of the stream was brought to you by Mr. Robot. You can find him on minds.com or on the Element chat. He's also on Rumble. He goes by Columinati, and his channel is called Hackers or Hack. What is it? Hacker Radio. Hacker Radio. That's it. So if you guys like the music at the beginning, go check him out. Say hi to him. Let him know that you enjoy his music. Say something in the comment section, because it gets tiresome when all you hear or all you get is comments from somebody that's wanting to help you grow your channel. Just pay for this many subscribers and we can hook you up. That kind of sucks. So if you guys do enjoy his music, stop by and give him some support. That's all I'm asking. I am streaming on Rumble, X, DLive, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube right now. Sometimes I do stream on Odyssey, but not this time of the year. I have different things going on, so that's not happening. I have the Wonderful World of Weirdness on YouTube as well as Rumble. All of the streams that are on these two channels are in playlists. You can catch the live streams in the live stream playlist of the Wonderful World of Weirdness. I'm also coming out with 15-minute videos of Conspiracy and all the other ones too that are coming.